Well, trying to document this. I've just finished cleaning all the keys. Getting ready to put them back in. Replace the little piece of, there was a piece of foam rubber here that had completely wasted away. Just trying to clean everything up before I start putting it back together. These keys, sorry about that, these keys just pop into here and snap in. There's nothing really fancy about it. I imagine that they will kind of self-center. I haven't made any attempt to figure out how they center. As it turns out, one of the people that I had checked, I've been doing some research. One of the people that had worked on one of these before had said that the said that this piece right here was a foam rubber. As it turns out, this particular one has felt there, so it was in good shape. A couple of these keys I've noticed that they don't snap in like this one right here. There are a couple of other ones that don't snap in. Evidently they got perhaps they got a little abused early in life. And so they're like that one right there is loose. But because of the way that they sit in the piano, the fact that they don't snap in like they're supposed to is not going to be a problem. And now they're all back in. And now the next thing to do is to, I may need to move the camera out a little bit here. For this next part. I'm going to bring the cabinet up. I'm going to move this off to the side. This is the piano. I'll be cleaning the outside a little more thoroughly. It's a little gooky. And now I just want to clean off all of the dust on the inside. in the parts where I can't, where I'm not going to be able to reach once it's back together. And all of this stuff on the outside also, I'll be able to get to that after I'm done. So I'm not going to worry about that now. Everything goes together from the back. These pieces right here, this is supposed to be some sort of soundproofing, I'm sure. Because as you'll find out later, I don't know if I'm in frame here. You'll find out later this whole piece just goes, and actually this is a lot easier to install if this is laying down. Hard to get a good angle here. Before I do that, I need some of the parts. These are all the rubber tubes. I've already sized and numbered all of these. This is the vacuum generator and the drive motor. This was very problematic. The bearing down in here. The bearing down in here was seized, and this piece was press fit on. Very difficult to get that out, and then also realigning everything once it was back together. Still have a little tiny bit of, might be able to see a tiny little bit of wobble in this that I'm going to try to get that out. Try to get the wobble on this. So that it spins true. These are the brackets that hold that piece in. Might as well get these out as long as we're at it. screwdriver. Oops. Made a mistake there. Almost. Before this can go in, the motor has to be put back on. One of the joys of working on these sorts of things is that you have to learn as you go with regards to how things are supposed to be put together, certain order. Certain order to everything. Let's see, as I recall, in order to prevent these keys from falling out, when I turn it over, put a little rubber band there. Let's see. This goes. Here's a little wire keeper right here. These have these cute little brass pieces that go in here to prevent the grommet from getting crushed. I thought that was kind of a neat idea. This is where the vacuum goes in. You can see the mark on there. And this just goes down on here. Line up these holes. These holes. At this point, I'm actually not even certain that I've got this fan mechanism correctly adjusted. You can actually adjust the height of this, although you have to do so physically. It requires banging on the shaft and knocking it into position. But the height of the fan is set by the position of this shaft in the motor. And I haven't actually been able to test it in real time yet. I did test the chest, as you saw in a previous video. I'm looking here, looking to see how level this is and see how close the contact is, because all there is here is a piece of felt. There's a piece of felt right here that rubs up against this piece. There has to be enough tension that it's touching, but not so much that it's rubbing. And I don't know whether you can actually see that or not, but it's very, 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 very close. At this point, it'd probably be wise to go ahead and test this, find out if it works at all. Which way these switches have to be. Okay. I have a disconnected wire here. Let me unplug this. Connect this wire back up. This is just temporary. This particular plug that I have on here is just temporary. And let's see if I'm rubbing on there. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I really need to support this somehow. And I'm going to need a piece of tape. I guess at this point I could actually find out if this thing is on a spin. I don't know which way it's on here. I got two switches. Oh. There it goes. All of the notes came up. I test them all. You can see that with my hand in the way there. There we go. And now that we know that all of those work, we'll go ahead and put this on in. Rubber band off. Here. Unplug this.